Heathrow, Terminal 4.
So I'm just currently sat on the train to London Heathrow, not just for your average holiday. I am going down under to Australia. So come along with me on this long haul flight. Oh my god, it's going to be long. So I made it to Heathrow, and I'm sorry, but I've never been in Terminal 4 before. Why is it so bougie? Literally could not afford to go in any of those shops, but I grabbed myself a meal deal as I wasn't sure when I'd next be eating, and my mentality was just eat when you can. I'm just currently sat waiting for my flight. I've got ages to go, but I wanted to get here early, obviously, just in case something went wrong, but everything so far has gone smoothly. I'm actually meeting my best friend in Doha. We were supposed to be meeting here in London, but our first initial flight got cancelled a few weeks ago, and then we got put on different flights, which is unreal. My first flight is 6 hours 40 minutes, and then the second flight is 13 hours and 25 minutes. I've downloaded that time shifter app to hopefully help me avoid the jet lag, but I mean, I cannot sleep on planes, so there'll probably be a lot of content of what I'm doing on the plane to keep myself entertained. We have got an exciting neck pillow that attaches to the seat, so we'll see what that looks like, but yeah, all exciting. Then off I went to get my first flight. I've done much longer than this, so this one wasn't an issue, but it was just weird thinking from this moment on I actually wouldn't have a bed for the next 24 hours. I flew with Qatar Airlines, and I must say I was actually quite impressed. They had plenty of film options. The first meal I got was like a chicken stir fry with fried rice and couscous, a little like chocolate pot. Then as a snack, they always loved to give these chicken sandwiches, which is basically just chicken in a pastry. And the first time I had it, I didn't mind it, but honestly, after like the fourth time I had it on all of my Qatar flights, I was like, I do not want to see this ever again. The plane was so cool as well, as it had cameras so you could literally watch us land on the runway. I then made it to Doha, and the airport was so big, and I literally couldn't find my friend for ages, but we eventually reunited, which was the best ever. We were so excited for this trip ahead, and we had about an hour to spare before our next flight, so we just looked around the airport, and oh my god, it's just so incredible. Like, I can't get over like the beauty of Doha airport. But then on to the next flight. By this point, it was literally bedtime in my head, and the first meal that came out, they said it was breakfast, but they gave me this sponge cake and custard, which, you know what, like, it actually did hit the spot. But my friend had beef and mash. Like, someone tell me how that's classed as breakfast. But she said she enjoyed it. It really did start to feel like we were flying to the other side of the world, though, with the way that we were flying into the light, and then next thing it was dark again. We had one final meal, and then next thing we were landing into Melbourne.